We are live now. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode on the podcast. Today it's gonna be a bit different than before. It's been a long time since we did a podcast. Mainly just been doing videos on the channel, but today we will be talking about today's game against Sao Paulo, the horrible game against Sao Paulo. I feel sorry for everyone who watched it alongside us, and yeah, let's go ahead. I'm joined by Giorgio, who you may recognize from before, joined by my buddy Alexandro and Gabriel. So let's start talking about the game. So how should we start? Should we do the individual rankings first, or go over the game first?
Let's talk about the games better. Then we do the individual ranking.
Yeah. Okay. After that game, I want to rip my eyes off. Like, I'll donate.
Half the first half.
Yeah. Man, I want to donate my eyes. You rip them off and donate them to someone else, man.
I don't know if I was blessed for God because I just watched the first half.
Okay, you definitely are.
Lucky.
Because I was watching the best moments after the second half, and I was, bro, thanks God, you blessed me a lot. Because seriously,
Okay.
I was. How can I talk for the people? Fluminense forgot to play all the is the same players that was the fourth place in the World Cup, and now
Yeah, despite others. But we can know that Renato committed a lot of mistakes just in the fact that we had 4 subs in the halftime.
Yeah,
This
that
is
was
absurd.
insane. I don't
Like
know what he was doing with that.
we entered with on a 5-3-2 with 5 defenders: Guga, Canóbio, Manuel, Thiago Silva e Freitas. Then the Renato Gaúcho took off Manuel, put a 4-3-3. That's the regular form to play to Fluminense play. We played this form the entire year. The team improved a little, but it's not enough. We need to have more strength in the forwards. In forward term, like our forwards, Everaldo, John Kennedy, is not solving our problems.
Yeah.
Like it's very hard.
For
And you, Alexandre, what do you think?
Everaldo can't be the first option.
yeah,
I think
I
if it's to sub someone between him and John Kennedy, it's him. We'll have to leave the pit. He completed the game
problem.
is a fucking annoying.
Yeah, Everaldo was the third option in Bahia. Why Everaldo should be the first option in Fluminense?
Exactly,
This doesn't make sense.
I was talking with Azan about Vitinho. Azan wasn't how can I say, good for Flamengo, but for Fluminense is the solution of the attack. You know, it's
This is unreal because Vitinho played well 2021. It's 4 years ago. Like, it's not a good option for us.
yeah.
you know.
Well,
And the fact that he plays.
not exactly well.
Yeah.
We need to ponder a little with the well, but you understand my point. Like
Bro.
the last time he played, it was 4 years ago in high level because, as we know, the Saudi league's not like top tier leagues.
Exactly.
The competitive
Today I watched
level
the
is
first-
below.
Today I was the first low lights. We have the highlights.
Low lights.
Yeah.
The low
Of
lights.
Vitinho
Of
playing. Was a play that he was in the corner. He was crossing the ball to the area, and he clears to the center back, trying to get the striker.
And guys, sorry, but I don't believe in our academy don't have a striker better than Everaldo. Because we saw last year how good is our academy. Cauã Elias
Yeah.
was our
Cauã Elias.
savior with only 18. I think I'm not wrong. I am 1 year
Yeah, we're both
older than
No, we are younger, both of us.
you are younger.
Yeah.
1 year.
Yeah, we are younger 1 year than Kawan. Kawan Elias is born 2006, and we are 2007.
So it's a months, different months.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
But bro, seriously, we don't have any good striker. Just don't need be the solution. But on the bench, we don't have a striker on the bench. Today we put our not all the strikers, but because I don't know if Khan was on the bench, but we put the two strikers, and we put one of them strikers in the wing because John Kennedy was playing as a winger. So, like, seriously,
Yeah, kinda.
it's difficult. It's difficult.
Really difficult. And the orange strikes, for example, in 2019 we got saved from the relegation by João Pedro and Marcos Paulo, like the young team solutions. It's important. Evanilson also debuted in the initial the initial 11. They started very well. We had a lot of examples. We had Matheus Martins, Luiz Henrique, a lot of examples of good players. Yeah. Now we have Riquelme, but probably is having some kind of problems with the contract and is not playing. I don't know exactly what's happened because I didn't look at and watch it a lot about it. But Riquelme is a very good player.
He is, yeah.
Considering the beginning of the year.
I think he was going to play today, but he was hurting sub-20. Sub-20.
I saw someone on Twitter say that like his agent is saying not to play just because of the fact that the contract dispute and stuff. He's not actually injured. He just not playing because of the contract. But yeah, it's weird, man. I don't know what these.
And for example, in 2019, we saw Flamengo, for example, very very competitive and strong team of Flamengo. And it was only the initial 11. The bench was not so good. Today we are like in a bad situation in this case because we have a lot of options, but all the options are not good. We have like 6, 7, 8 wingers, but you don't have 2 wingers to trust in the initial 11. Like, okay, you're gonna start playing today and you're gonna solve the game. Who you gonna trust? Serna, Canóbio, Soteldo? You don't have like this secure point. This is a problem. We have La Vega, we have Lescano, but this guy doesn't play, so it's hard.
I don't see the reason why he doesn't try La Vega. Just try one game.
And on top of that,
Lima play every game.
And I don't know how old Lescano is. I think Lescano is 21.
Lescano and La Vega played in Sul-Americana.
No. How old is I know La Vega is 19.
Lescano is 21.
Lescano is 21.
Yeah, so
my age.
Vega, if he's not playing for the senior team, he should play for the under 20s.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
There was an Uruguayan team searching La Vega for land. I think I don't remember.
Yeah.
I Penharol. I don't remember.
Yeah. Penharol.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the sad part is it will be the same as Léo Fernandes. For Fluminense, is a trash, but in the other team, they are superstars.
I guess it's difference because Léo Fernandes is good one only with free kicks and the corners.
Yeah.
No, for me, Diniz should use more Léo Fernandes. For example, in the Club World Cup. In the Club World Cup, we brought Lele and don't Léo Fernandes. Léo Fernandes stood in Rio, and Lele comes to Saudi Arabia to play. it was important to have the option of Leo Fernandes. He's a very quality player, but now he's not about Fluminense. So he's not. He has nothing related to Fluminense. Guys, I have the Google Sheet here with the individual analysis. Do you want to start to do it?
Yes, go ahead with that.
Okay, let me share the screen. Wait.
Today everybody's
Here.
going to be.
Let me see if it can be okay. It's here, guys. Let's follow the single row. We have 4 notes to put here. We need to evaluate the players 1 to 0 to 10. You give the note, and we're gonna follow the order of the names. First, Azan starts, then Alexandre, then me, then Giorgio. For Guga, Alexandre starts, then me, Giorgio, Azan. Thiago Silva, I start. We're gonna follow the order, and everyone can put a punctuation for the player and explain why. Why do you think, for example, Fabio is 7? The punctuation 7, for example. Why do you think? That's how gonna work. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can go ahead, Azam.
Yeah, for Fabio, I would say probably 6. 6 because he's basically saved our team. I think the score would have been maybe 5-6 to 1 if it wasn't for Fabio. But then he also did, concede 3 goals at the same time. So I would go with the 6 for him.
6, okay.
6.5 because he 6.5 because he takes a penalty.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree with your analysis, but I think he was crucial for the score. For example, if we could even draw the game after the astonishing goal by Samuel Xavier, it would probably be the Fabio responsible. Fabio would be the responsible because he defends a penalty. I'm gonna put in the punctuation 7.5. Okay.
On the other hand, he almost gave a goal. Almost.
Yeah, almost gave a goal. Of course, I remember too. Giorgio.
Oh, I will put 7 because I see the point of view of everybody, but I think he was perfect in to save and give us maybe a chance of how can I say, draw or even win, but wasn't the Fabio we are used to watch and say, oh my god, puta que pariu, é o melhor goleiro do Brasil,
Okay, now we're gonna analyze Guga, and let's start with Alexander.
4, I guess, because he was playing mid, and then he conceded a goal. The third goal was 100% his fault.
Okay, so 4. Okay, in my opinion, I agree. He gave a goal for São Paulo. It's like a mix of problems, but when we have a defensive fail, obviously the main guilty is who conceded the ball. So if Guga lost the ball, he's the main guilty in this case. We can talk about Freight's positioning, Thiago Silva gave the condition, but the main guilty of course was Guga. And despite this fact, Guga also this got me very, very stressed in the second half when he was in the left back, not the right back. He tried to put a ball in the area for Serna and missed it a lot. Like, if he could do the right crossing, probably would be a goal. And like 2 minutes, 1 minute and a half ago, São Paulo scored with Ferreirinha. So this annoyed me a lot. So I'm gonna put in the punctuation 3 for Guga. Jorge.
Honestly, I will put 3-2, but because I didn't watch the whole game, but the part of I watch it, he can pass, he can cross, he can't run, he can do nothing, he can jump. Because
Yeah.
the first goal, he just stay in the position, not try to jump in the ball. So like
Mhm.
Actually,
it's
if you saw
difficult.
the replay, he jumped. It's the worst part. He jumped.
Yeah, he jumped exactly.
Try
For
it,
me,
try
the
it.
problem was the defense organization because Google was not supposed to be with Arboleda. Let's be honest. Arboleda is like 1 meter 90 centimeters, I
Yeah.
think, and Guga is 170, 175 probably. So it was a mistake. But if he's in this function, he would agree with the function, and if not, we're gonna
Maybe,
take heavy on him. Okay.
maybe it's a bit
Uh,
unfair with him because he didn't play it in this formation. Was always Samuel with 3 defenders.
yeah,
Samuel was of our ala. So
yeah. And
it's
in
not
the other
I think
situation, I remember other
he
moments.
played against Chelsea. He plays
Yeah,
against
he did play
Chelsea
against
in this
Chelsea.
position.
Did a horrible
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
A horrible
Yeah.
game, yeah.
Yeah.
But Guga also in the Ferreirinha goal, the second one from São Paulo. The guys came from the right back from his defensive sector, and he did not leave the defensive line. He like, okay, I'm gonna wait you, come here, and then the guy crossed it perfectly, and Ferreirinha, that is not a big player, just headed to the goal. This annoyed me a lot. Like he waited Freitas, and he and Freitas did nothing. You know. I don't know what passed in Google brain this time.
Yeah.
Azan, what's your punctuation for Google?
I'll say 3 as well. Apart from being part of 2 goals conceded, I believe.
Yeah.
The header and then the one error in the second half. He made lots of errors in general as well. He did. I feel like he did do a bit better when he got on the left side, but still, it was horrible. So I'm gonna go with 3.5.
3 or 3.5?
3. I'll go 3.
Okay. Okay. Now I start with Thiago Silva. Not a bad match about Thiago Silva. He's a good player. He's like world class in our team. He's not gonna lie. Like, he not committed mistakes. Only the offside position for the third goal, but it's not his fault. Thiago Silva will not expect that Google would deliver the ball for free in the middle of nothing, in the middle of nowhere. So I'm gonna put just a regular note of 5 for Thiago Silva.
me too.
Giorgio,
Like me too. I think Thiago Silva will never be the guilt in defensive ways. Obviously, some mistakes, position, but it's happened. It's not a problem. It's like more less of lucky. Let's talk in this
Yeah.
way. So like
yeah,
he is decent. We can see he's different, and obviously he can save us in all matches. And this was one match he can do all for everybody in defensive.
yeah. Now Azan with the punctuation for Thiago Silva.
I'll also go with 5. I only think he did one error, which is a pass to the striker, but then he also recovered that. Overall, he
Yep.
didn't do any other errors. He's as always, he's very solid in defense. There's only so much he can do, none of the goals conceded were through his errors or through his fault. So I'll go with 5.
Okay, perfect. Alexandro, your time.
Your mic is muted.
You're muted, Alexandro.
Sorry. You guys said
Okay.
everything. He plays well. It was not his fault, the goals. 5.
Okay, we agreed. Now Jorge starts with Freitas.
Bro, I have a lot of things to talk about him, but like in my POV, he it's a bit unfair with him. I'll talk he's a shit, and because we can. The sad part is we can see he's a good player because they prove it for us on the World Cup. So sometimes in the middle of the game, he because we know he can be a left back and he can be a center back. I already talked with Azan. Sometimes in the middle of the game, he don't know if he's a center back or a left back. So he confused his mind because he is a left back and he take the ball and go in the middle of the field. And when he needs to back, he can back, and the line of our defensive line are not right because he is a bit how can I say a bit it's not in the line. So he tried to do the both positions, but he failed in the both positions. I think
Yeah.
he needs to choose one position to do. He put in his mind, I am center back or I am a left back, and decide. Because we use it to watch Nino doing the break lines so good. We know
Hmm.
he can do this perfect. Ignacio show it for us too, but Freitas is not Nino, even not Ignacio. So I think he need to put in his mind what he can do and do it better. So I will put
Okay.
4 because is more knowing what he can do. Not he makes me feel like a bit sad.
Mhm.
But yeah, 4 is
Okay.
enough for him.
Very well. Azan can talk.
Yeah, I would say 4.5. I feel like offensively, both in this game and typically, he's really good. Not really good, but for a defender, he's good offensively. He has those through balls, the long balls. And he's also good at breaking presses. But defensively, he's not not weak, but um, obviously he's not Thiago Silva, so there's no discussion there. But like he's good, but then at some moments he also makes stupid errors. There are not many errors that are like stupid, this game. But then again, he was also the center back, the main defender on the team. Not main, but like him and Thiago Silva are the two main defenders on the team. They conceded 3, so 4.5 is what I would say.
Okay, thank you. Now, Alexander, and remember you are muted. Now not.
I think 4 because he tried so many passes today, and he fails almost everything he tried to pass. Just
Mhm.
4 because it's annoying watching him play today, and he's good. It's
Yeah,
the worst part.
yeah. Probably my opinion because as I said in our group that for me, Guga and Freitas were the worst from the first half.
Yeah.
And in my case, um, um, I think he improved a little in the second half, but not enough to be a good match. By the contrary, was a not a good match for Freitas. I agree with Giorgio. Sometimes he tries to help a lot in attack, but our central backs are better defending. This is the function of central backs. If you are a center back, you just pass the ball for your midfielders or your wingers,
Mm-hmm.
your right back, left back, and let them participate. Of course, Freitas has a good pass, but today I did not saw this. Like
Mm.
Freitas had not good passes today. I'm gonna put the 4 because he improves a little in the second half, but in my opinion, should be like a 3 or 3.5. Now, Manuel Azan starts with Manuel that
Uh,
played only for 45 minutes.
Manuel, I would say he didn't commit many errors. I would say it's a 3.5 for Manuel, and not 3.5. I'd say 4. Go 4, because well, one, I didn't understand his selection in the team. Because in the fact that 2-3 months he hasn't even stepped foot on the field, and then all of a sudden he's starting in a game like this. And then he was decent defensively. He broke some presses here and there. I saw him try to help Google out, but there's only so much he can do. Overall, like a quiet game by Manuel. So 4.
Okay, Alexandre can talk about Manuel.
I agree with Yasmin because he isn't playing. I don't remember when he last played. I guess it was in Sul-Americana.
Mm-hmm.
Long time ago, probably.
And yeah, and the way to continue with the formation of 5-3-2, he has to play, so it's not his fault. He needed to play more.
Yeah, I just saw something happened with Thiago Santos.
Oh really? What happened to him?
Because I don't know. I'm asking because normally for Renato, Thiago Santos is a higher option than Manuel. That's why I'm asking. Probably. Okay. So what's the score, Alexandre? We can talk.
4.
4. Okay. For me, it's like I did not saw Manuel in the game, and this is good. For me, this is a good point. Because if you have a player below the average and you don't see him in the game, it's okay. It's better than miss a lot of passes, commit a lot of mistakes, have some turnovers for the basketball fans. So I think like 4.5, 4.5 for me. It's not something different. Jorge, your time.
It's difficult to talk about him too, because I know I talk about his performance in this match is so problematic because he can't be a starter in a so important game. The face of our teams give the opportunity to him after so many matches. I think he didn't play as a starter just in the beginning of the season. He played, I think, for he didn't play a whole game in 2 years, I think. I don't know the numbers, but I can affirm he didn't perform as well. So like today he was in the shadow of Thiago. I think he didn't play. Is same as Gabriel say is good, but is the same as good is not because we needed him in defensive. Because let's be honest, it's easy, but all the fault in the Guga with Arboleda. But if Manuel was there, maybe the things will be different because Manuel is a bigger center back. His job is jump and defend our goal. So like I know he didn't have played Thiago Santos for Renato, yeah, almost Sérgio Ramos, and so like I will put 3,
Okay,
but not
fair enough.
because he's a bad player, because we know all things he did for Fluminense and to play for Fluminense this season. I know it's how can I say, it's different. He's a different man, but as a player, not so good.
Yeah. Very well. Alexander, you have a not so good job now. You need to analyze Canóbio that play only 45 minutes and almost not touch the ball.
Yeah, exactly. He played just the first half, and he can't do anything because when we have the ball, it was almost in the middle or in the right, and defensively they not attack, and we didn't need him in the first half. So
Yeah, he did nothing.
5, I guess. 4,
Okay.
5,
He did literally
4 and a
nothing.
half.
5.5?
Yeah,
Like
4
this?
and a half.
4.5. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna agree with you. I think it's 4.5. He did not appear. Of course, we need the appearance, but we know, guys, we support Fluminense a lot. Every time we prefer to attack in the right and not in the left. So normally, if you have a more offensive option in the left, it's harder to be used. And to be honest, was better to explore the right side of São Paulo too. But despite the goal was originating in the play in the left side. Jorge, you can talk.
I like Canóbio. I think if our coach was Fernando Diniz, Canóbio will be our center man midfield as a volante because he is physically good, run a lot, but he's not a creative enough to be a winger. Obviously, I am not prepared to see our winger and on Tiarias is a job for our wingers not so good because all matches he will be in the shadow of Arias. So like analyzing the creativity and watching the statistics, well, Fluminense played uh, 80 biggest part of the second half and didn't shoot in the goal. We shoot one ball and was goal with Samuel, So for a winger, don't shoot, don't be so creativity, don't create the opportunities to the strikers. Maybe he's not a perfect player to be on the field, but he's a player we can see his potential, and I will put 4. I don't have. I think the best winger will be the winger who will enter in the middle of the game and change. Serna showed for us this in last year. Keno start bad. Serna enter in the middle of the game, change all the game. Next game, Serna will be the starter. He played nothing. Keno enter and do the goal. So, like, I think the best winger will be the winger who enter in the middle of the game. So,
But
that's because you don't have good.
He said he isn't a winger. He isn't a striker.
Yeah, he said that
He's
in
a
the first game. Yeah,
mid player.
Mhm.
He actually said, "I am a center mid." Actually,
Yeah,
but
center
we
mid.
played him.
Yeah, he said volante, but
winger.
volante in Spanish is a regular midfielder like Martinelli, 8 shirt.
Yeah.
Adnan, you can talk about the Canóbio score, and let's try to be fast, guys. Just because we will keep here till tomorrow if not. Okay, Adnan, you can go.
Yeah. For Canóbio, I'll go 4. He had a quiet game. He hardly touched the ball. I'll be honest. At some moments, I was confusing him with Bernal, on the field. But Yeah, he had a quiet game, barely touched the ball. When he did, he just did the simple thing and just passed it to the next guy. So yeah, I'll go 4. It's a quiet game. Yeah.
Okay. Now, okay, the average it's 4.25. And now I'm gonna start with Bernal. Bernal for me played the 90 minutes, right? For me, okay, he did I will not say a good defensive role, because if he did a good defensive role, we would not lose by 3 goals.
Mm-hmm.
So he did okay. He like played okay in the mid, stole some balls, do some connections, but he's not the problem today. I think he's gonna just put in the punctuation 5 and pass it. George, you can talk about Bernal.
Honestly, I like Bernal. I prefer Hercules, but I like Bernal. Uh, Gabriel said if he was perfect, not perfect, but decent on the defensive way, we didn't suffer 3 goals. But he is solid on defense. I put 5-2. I don't watch the whole game, and that I see the his he, his performance was decent. Was not so good, not so bad. 5 is enough for him.
Okay, very well. Azan, you can talk about Bernal.
Yeah, I'll go 5 as well. I also like him as a CDM. Um, he had a decent game, not like a really good game, not a really bad game. You know, not many errors. But obviously, if he had a better game, we wouldn't have conceded the 3 goals. But yeah, he tried helping out in offense as well. But unfortunately, nothing could come out of it. So I'm gonna go with 5.
Okay. By the way, I got a lot annoyed when we created a very good play in the attack, and the ball ends in the Bernal foot to finish.
Mm-hmm.
I got very annoyed this time. I think it was in the first half.
Yeah.
We like tum 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 Bernal. Like it's not the best option to finish.
Yeah.
Okay, Alexandro, you can talk now.
I can remember if the first goal was his fault because we we are we were counter attack and he was alone and give a header to the São Paulo player. I don't remember if it was his fault. So because of that, I'm gonna give you 4.5, just because I
Okay.
can't remember. And he missed
Okay.
a lot of passes too.
Okay. Jorge, you can talk about the 8th shirt. Martinelli.
Honestly, it's difficult to say about him because I love him. But this match, he just played one 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 part of the game, just the first half. So like 5 again is enough. He tried. Obviously, the game wasn't for him. Maybe, in my opinion, the starters and the lineup was totally wrong. Renato did. I not put Renato now because we evaluate him, but like wasn't the the perfect uh, performance of Martinelli in the first half. He was not so good, not so bad. He didn't do a lot of mistakes. Just the yellow card was a silly fault. Anyway, uh, a f- maybe a 4, not 5, 4, because I wait more for him.
Yeah,
I really wait more for him, and he didn't what we expected for him.
Mm-hmm.
of course. Azan, Martinelli.
I would go 5. Um, A lot of people criticize him on that penalty there, but I think for me he's not at fault for that penalty because it was a deflected ball off of Freitas' knee.
Yeah.
Like obviously, if it hadn't been deflected and it touched his arm, he would be at fault there. But it did deflect, and he didn't have enough time to move his arm. So I'm not gonna say that the penalty was his fault, and obviously Fabio saved the penalty as well, thankfully. Bro, he had a decent game. So he tried his hardest, and didn't have many errors, but also wasn't extremely good. So yeah, 5 is my rating.
Okay. Alexandre Martinelli.
I go with 4 because despite it wasn't his fault in the penalty, he was so in the middle of the. He was next to Fabio, and he was attack with the ball. He wasn't to be there, and playing. I guess 4 is good because I can't even relate to him because I don't like him, to be honest.
Okay. I would put now you broke the George's heart, but okay. in my
I love him.
okay. My analysis is the following. Let's go. I would probably strike 3.5 because I really didn't like the match, the Martinelli match. But he committed a penalty that would be a goal, and our goalkeeper defended the penalty. So I'm gonna increase a little the note for the 4, okay? Because it would be initially at 3.5, but okay, he committed a penalty, not his fault, of course. But the penalty would be a goal for São Paulo, of course. This ball would enter the goal, and our goalkeeper defend the penalty. So basically, Martinelli, in the end, is like if Martinelli took off a ball in beneath the goal line, you know. But okay, it's not exactly this, but it's the end.
Across and creates the goal. I don't know if it was Martinelli or Bernal.
Yeah. The only thing I remember is Freitas marking no one. Like Freitas was only in the area looking for the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I will search the whole thing because depends. Will change my notes because I was so fucking bad and angry with this lance because the guy cross, the person could dominate the ball, but not had for who, and obviously the São Paulo player too can create the lance. So I will search and maybe try.
I guess it was Bernal, but I can't remember.
Me
Bernal,
too.
so but 3 for Bernal because he did wrong in a decisive way.
Oh, yeah. You can't change your notes. You already get your notes. You can change.
Shit.
You're gonna sleep with this in your mind.
I gonna see the replay now, and I gonna say it to you.
Okay, I finished the last. So Azan starts with Lima.
Lima. 3.5. 3.5. Like once again, I said this to Georgia before we started. Lima's the answer to everything. You need a Valanche, Lima. You need a 10, Lima. You need a winger, Lima. This guy plays everything apparently, according to all 3 coaches that we had in the past. But this game, I think he did decent. Actually, I changed to 4 because he had a decent game in terms of, expectations for Lima. But he's Lima. He's not, good. I don't like him personally. Yeah. So, yeah, 4.
Yeah. Alexander, your time.
I'm gonna give it 3 because he don't have a single game this year he played well, and today he tried everything and was wrong with everything.
Okay.
it was impossible to watch him play today.
I would say that the last game of Lima was good. The game against Flamengo was a kind of good, but
that was the best
not the
game
good.
Yeah, it was not
Yeah.
a good game, but it was his best game of the year for sure.
Yeah, it's because his average is very low. So if he plays like a medium game, he seems like Cristiano Ronaldo, like Messi in the field, you know. If he plays a mid game. But okay, Lima had some tackles, interceptions, but we don't expect Lima for it. Lima is our creative midfielder, like our 10 shirt, for example. The midfielder who gonna create, finish, and we did not saw this, so I'm gonna put the 3.5. I'm gonna sit in the middle of you two. Giorgio, your time.
I agree with you too. I will put 3.5. Maybe
Okay.
it's not his fault. Maybe for this game could be any player, could be La Vega, could be Lescano, but it's not a match for him. Anyway, it's not his fault. It's Renato's fault because I don't like Lima too. Not last year, because in my mind, last year was 2023. It's 2024, and there he was bad. This year too, he was our how can I say 11 man in the game on 2023, but 2025 Lima still be this player who entered to change. Bro, he's not this player. He can be our. He can't be our. How can I say? Solution for Ganso misses. Probably Nonato will be the best option to play today. I don't know if Nonato was able to play. Maybe he was recovering to play against Inter. Probably he will be the starter against Inter. But Lima is not this player. I can judge him, but yeah, like he tried, but everything he tried, he goes wrong. So yeah, I can say he's a bad player, but was the wrong player for this match.
Yeah, he's not our savior. Lim is like a tape. It's gonna fix sometimes some things, but not for a long time. Alexander, you can start analyzing John Kennedy.
Sorry, I can't hear you, but again,
Okay.
just 1 minute. But John
Okay,
Kennedy, I think he was. I don't know, because he was supposed to play as a striker and was playing as the right wing all the time. And he did well, I guess. 4.5 for me. Because
Okay.
this is the well for this game.
This is the well for you.
At
okay.
this game, yes.
Okay, let's go. John Kennedy played 45 minutes. Okay, had 3 dribble attempts and missed every dribble attempt. Had tried to duel 10 times in the ground and only won 2. Lost the possession 11 times, like 1 time each 5 minutes. One time each 4 minutes. Had a blocked shot. Okay, tried to finish. Tried 7 passes and got 5 right passes. For me, it's not a good match, to be honest. I think we need a better player in playing as a striker, as a forward, as a winger. Doesn't matter. For me, Joe Kennedy was literally useless today. For me, it's like the 2.5 probably.
Striker on the academy, he was a striker, but I can't say he was not all Renato's fault. Because you, as a winger or a striker, same as Everaldo I will talk to, one entire time, a half time, we don't shoot on the target once. We just shoot when Samuel shoot. And the Samuel's goals was on the 80s, almost in the final of the match. So until there, we didn't shoot on the target. So I can say he was totally bad, but I can say part of him, he was playing in a winger and he a striker. So like even this, he was on the attack. He could try it. He tried. He was blocked. But honestly, our offensive power is just a triad. I can swallow it. I need a man to change. I think he's this guy. He will change. He needs time and player as a striker without EV. But this match was terrible. Everything he tried, all the dribbles, all the shoots, misses, he failed. So 3 is enough to him.
Okay, very well. Azan, you can finish.
I would say 3 as well for John Kennedy. When they announced that he'd come, I had not high expectations, but I had good expectations for him. I thought he would do well, especially considering the fact that he was doing well in Mexico. Obviously, Mexican league is a lot inferior to the Brasileirão, but I still think that he maybe needs a bit more time to adapt to Renato's style. I heard Lessa, not this morning, but I think maybe 2 or 3 videos ago, Victor Lessa saying that Renato wants to use him as a second striker instead of a first striker. So I would like to see a proper 3-5-2 without any players being rested, with the proper formation. Samuel Xavier on the right, with John Kennedy up with Everaldo or Cano, or anyone else who's fast. I'd like to see John Kennedy playing as a second striker. For this game, he played as a winger, and I didn't like how he played. He basically committed an error, as you said, basically every 4 or 5 minutes. The only thing he didn't commit an error is was passing, and that dribbling everything else was an error. So yeah, 3 for me.
Okay. Now I'm gonna start with Everaldo. As you know, I am the biggest Everaldo fan in the world. I love Everaldo.
I have his WhatsApp name saved as Gabriel Ev Hater.
In my house, for example, his name is Eve Stum, right? Here is Eve Stupid. He's Eve Stupid in my house. Everyone calls Eve Stupid. This is very good. But for me, despite all the jokes, the fact that I don't like Eve, it was not a bad match from Eve. Like, he played okay. We had not finishing from Eve, of course, because I think it's also a consensus about everyone. If we have Everaldo, we don't expect he shoot to the goal. He participated more than John Kennedy. Of course, he played more time, but the equivalent, he participated more than John Kennedy. But I'm gonna put a similar note. If I put 2.5 for John Kennedy, I'm gonna put 2.5 for Everaldo too. I think is the same. He got like a kind of useless. We need to blame a striker that passed 90 minutes in the court, in the field, in the pitch, sorry. Passed 90 minutes in the field. Must you at least try to finish. At least. Can send the ball in the bench, can send the ball in the bench, in the corner, okay. But need to try. Okay? You really need to try. João, your time with Everaldo.
Man, seriously, I can swallow him too. Two for me. Again, I will always use this argument when I talk about our uh, offensive in this match. We can't pass all the game without more than five shoots on the target, And our striker, he's our nine. We know how eight weight are in our number nine, and he can shoot, he can't head, he can do nothing. Seriously, man, for me it's two. Again, I like him, not like him, but I know he's limited. I'm not expecting nothing about him, not about his performers. So I, I can't I can't say oh, he disappointed me. No, because I not wait nothing for him. I already wait, but after the World Cup and the beats, anyway, I can't. So two is enough.
Okay, two is enough. Azan, Everaldo.
I would say 3. For a typical Everaldo game, I feel like it was a solid game in terms of Everaldo standards. He's still heavily lacking to be a starting 9 for a big club like Fluminense. As you said at the start, he was the third option for Bahia, and now he's come in. He's basically the first option for Fluminense. That's not possible. But I'm looking at on a sofa score his stats. He had one dribble attempt, which wasn't successful. He had that one shot in the second half, which was blocked, and then he actually had 13 accurate passes out of his 16 passes attempt. So yeah, in terms of all those standards, a solid game. So I'll go with 3.
Yeah. But now, Alexander.
I go with 3 as well. And today's game, I think the don't shoot problem wasn't his fault. The crosses were bad, the passes were bad. Today wasn't his fault. Just today.
Yeah. Now we have Giorgio with Kevin Serna.
Again, I didn't watch Serna performers, but I think we need a creative winger when we are a Fluminense player entering in the middle of the game and not create. If he create, we can see in the highlights of the match. I didn't watch one lance of him, so maybe how I didn't watch him. Maybe 4 is enough, because for me, the last minutes, and I know I can't say nothing about him because I didn't watch this match. They don't try it, they don't create. So 4 is enough. I sorry guys for don't have all the enough to evaluate him in a good way.
There's no problem. Azan, now you can, considering you watched the entire game, you can talk better about Serna. Let's go.
For Serna, I would say 3.5. Not a great game, but also not a horrible game. The game against Palmeiras was much worse. Not Palmeiras. Was it Palmeiras where he had that horrible game? Right? Yeah. So much better than that.
Yeah,
game.
we came from Palmeiras.
Yeah. He actually had 100% pass accuracy somehow, but all of his crosses, all 5 of his crosses were not on target. So if he had a couple crosses on target, I would have gave him 4. 4.5. But at least he tried something. He also lost the ball a lot. I think he lost possession 18 times. I forgot the number, but 18 times.
Yeah.
Around there, more or less. I'm still waiting.
11 possession lost.
11. Okay, yeah. So,
okay.
I mean, it shows that he was trying. He did try, but not a good game. So 3.5, 3.5.
Yeah, he got 100% somehow, and I can explain you how. Touch for the back, like okay, 1 meter pass for the left back. Guga, take the ball again, like this. But okay, Alexander, it's our time.
I will go with 4 because he isn't the player who gonna cross right, but the experience is good to watch. He had a good chance created. He dribbled on 1v1 and cross, but the players can't finish, as we know.
Yeah. Is it?
Yep.
According with Softcore, Serna had 5 attempts of crossing and 0 right attempts. Like he messed everything.
But
we can say, okay, he's crossing. Yeah. In Brazil, we usually say that is cagada. But you only have cagada if you try.
If you don't try, exactly.
If you don't try, you can't put this in the count of luck. You need to try. In your time, for example, the ball hit Martinelli's hand from nowhere. It was luck for São Paulo in this case because he got a free penalty kick. We need to have some luck sometimes, and this was an example. So is this Serna for me? Is this he is good? Let's be honest. No, he gonna deliver some goals and assists. Yeah, because he tries. He gonna cross the ball. He gonna shoot. He gonna try to do something. The dribble was genius, but no one could finish to the goal. So Serna entered the game to change. In statistics, if you're gonna analyze on the statistics, it was a very bad match from Serna. But if we analyze the game, he played better than Canóbio and John Kennedy combined, for example. So
and so
I'm gonna put and Soteldo, of course. I'm gonna put the 4. I'm gonna go together with you in the 4. Now I ended, right? If I ended, now it's time for us and start with Samuel Xavier.
Yeah, Samuel Xavier, I'll go 7. He was a million times better than Guga. Even in the little time he had, he's a million times better than Guga. Obviously, he scored as well, which gave me the hope that we would get an equalizer, but obviously that didn't happen. But overall, no errors from him. He got almost every pass right. A couple crosses, obviously went to the defense. That's normal, but at least he was trying to do something. But overall, a good game from Samuel Xavier, I feel like. So I'll go with 7.
Okay, now Alexandro, analyze Samuel Xavier.
I will go with 7.5 because of the goal, and he was the best player today. He easily the best player. In the middle of a lot of shit, he was gold.
Yeah, he was the light among the deaf, basically.
Yeah.
Samuel Xavier for me, the comparison between Samuel Xavier and Guga is like the meme, the nuclear bomb against coffin baby, you know. It's like this. Guga is a way bad in comparison with Samuel Xavier. Samuel Xavier, in my opinion, is one of the best right back in Brazil. Sorry. Is one of the best right back in Brazil. He scored a magnificent goal, astonishing goal. But, you know, was not the goal of victory. And it's not his fault because he tried. Like, the only opportunity he had to kick, he finished the goal and scored a beautiful goal, you know. Like Guga scored against Vasco. Like himself scored against other clubs in the beginning of the year. So I'm gonna go with Alexander. I'm gonna put 8 because for me Samuel Xavier was superior compared to Fabio. Since I gave 7.5 to Fabio, I'm gonna give 8 for Samuel Xavier. George, you can talk about Samuel and give your note.
I will be with you too. I think 8 is
Okay.
perfect for him. I watched his lances and he played just 45 minutes. Just the anyway, I know I will talk it about when I was talking about Renato. But anyway, he entered to change and he changed. Um, he right passes was 50. So you can see he participates of the game. Obviously, the goal was perfect. Try it, and it's not a cagada because we know he have a lot of goals like this. But I think
Yeah.
it's not his job, but he did it. You know, he have what it takes to do it, and was the without Fabio, he was the man who changed the game. We could draw if obviously we didn't concede if Guga didn't do the shit that he did. We could do a draw or even they come back. But anyway, if it's not a football, so like he could change.
Exactly.
He have guns to change. He tried with the goal, and anyway, 8 is perfect for him.
Okay. Now Alexandro with Soteldo. You only start with the bad ones.
Yeah. So Soteldo, there's a play that it was the worst play that I saw of him because the defender put the ball above him, and if he tried to take the ball, we could score a goal. But he was in the body of the defender. I don't know why, because he's so small and don't have strength to move someone.
Yeah.
His tries wasn't the best ones today. He don't shoot, he don't cross, he don't pass. So I go with 3.5, I guess.
Yeah, I got 3.5. I got kind of annoyed with this moment because Alan Franco, the São Paulo central back, he had the ball outside the area, but he had the bad. If Soteldo just run back, he can pick the ball and we have a dangerous attack. What Soteldo tried to do, put the body in the front, and okay, Alan Franco will not pass. Of course, Soteldo, you with 1 meter, 60 centimeters, gonna stop a guy with almost 2 meters. Let's try. Like, it's literally the atomic bomb against coffin babies. Literally this. It was just, okay, run straight in the direction of a ball. It's the basic. And then he could dribble, okay. If he tried to dribble and lose the ball, okay, he at least try. But Soteldo is faster than the center back. Soteldo have more agility. So try to win in the speed and agility, not in the strength, you know. If
he
not
was
bad,
going to win.
Yeah.
He was winning.
This is the problem.
But
he was just run.
Was the
run,
worst
Barry,
part of his...
just run. Okay, Soteldo, so I agree with you, but I think it's a kind of bigger note because he did something good in this match. Not a lot of things, but not so bad as Lima. I have example. In one moment of the second half, Soteldo passed and dribbled 3 players of São Paulo. I think you're gonna remember. Passed the ball to Lima, and Lima dribbled back, but in direction of defense, you know. Soteldo passed the 3 defenders. Lima took the ball and dribbled back, and all the defenders came back to recompose the defense. So Soteldo tried a little, but literally a little, not a lot. Giorgio, we can talk about Soteldo now.
Honestly, I don't like him, but I know he is a good player. I know he have problems, healthier problems, a lot of problems with injuries. Maybe I think he earring the Fluminense's t-shirt. For me, I wanna take my eyes out, but again, it's not his fault. He's a player, and who contracted him is a problem. Anyway,
Yeah.
when you already talk, he have a good lances. He tried, and like in a winger, when I use it to evaluate Canóbio, John Kennedy, and I talk about creativity, Soteldo he has the creativity enough, because I remember when I don't know if the guys will remember our game against Grêmio. Soteldo looks like hurricane with our defensive line. They destroy us, obviously.
In the
'cause
Libertadores, right?
Yeah, obviously,
Yeah.
we thankfully we pass, but you can see he's good.
I
100%.
didn't watch the games.
He can't perform. Obviously, I wanted to see our player, La Vega, Lescano, enter in doing. I think you paid 5 million or $6 million or euros.
Twice.
Almost the same thing. For a Soteldo in 2024-5, maybe, but he tried. He has the
Okay.
creativity, he has dribbling. His attempt was fine so far too. I think is enough to him.
You gotta put 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Azan, close about Soteldo.
Yeah, I would also go 4. I also don't really like him. I feel like he is a good player. He does try a lot of things. He tries a one-on-one. He tries, heading more central and putting the cross in. But obviously he doesn't have the strength, man. He's too short, and he just doesn't have the strength just because of the fact that he's so short. Which ends up turning the ball over because of that. You touch him and he's on the ground rolling. But he does try. Even in this game, he tried. He put in some crosses. He had some decent moments. So 4 is what I'll go with him.
Okay, so 4. Okay. If Azan finishes, now is me. Now I start with Hércules. Hércules is a player that I like. I already know his play style from Fortaleza. I watched some games of Fortaleza last year. In my opinion, Hércules, like in the 2025, the 25th round of Brasileirão last year, in my opinion, he would be probably in the team of the tournament. In my opinion, last year. This year don't seem to be the same Hércules. In Club World Cup was insane. Was like, okay, the Hércules is like André and Alexander combined in the Club World Cup. But in Brazil, as everyone, Hércules felt in the production. Like, he felt down. So this is a really
my theory
big
on
problem.
this is the whole team took some performance enhancing drugs when they're in the United States, which made them do good, and then in Brazil they ran out of it, and they're back to normal.
I think they are sósias, Aqui tem os sósias. Tem os sósias in Brazil. They are the sósias.
The just one who don't take was Everaldo.
Yeah. He's the only one who didn't take it.
Okay. So Hercules played 45 minutes too, was one of the 4 subs in the halftime. This is crazy. Did not participate a lot of the game, but had some things. But in general, for me, it was like a ghost match from Hercules. He did not appear a lot. I'm gonna put 3.5, my opinion. Jorge, we can talk about. Let's try to finish quick because my earphone is almost running out of battery. So let's go.
Okay. I'll put 4-2. I think again, when you have 4 subs in the middle of the game, you are not guilty. And like he did a solid game. He didn't concede any goals, deficit. Obviously, we wait more for him after the World Cup, so more. And like he's the starter in the probably in the other games. Bernal is on the bench. Hercules need to be the starter. So this game, I can judge him. He was not prepared to enter, and like as a defensive player and as a CDM, he can change all the game and attack. No, he's a CDM, and in a defensive way, he was good.
Okay, so Azan with Hercules.
I would also go 4. As you said, he had a quiet game. Like he was basically a ghost. When he had the ball, he did solid, as typically always he does. He's solid with the ball. He didn't make many errors in passes, and obviously defensive performance was also good. He's a CDM, so that's his main thing. His defensive performance is good. Nothing much to say. It was quiet game by him. So 4.
Okay, Alexander, Hercules.
I'm gonna go 5 because I can't give his worse note than Bernal. As you guys said, it was a quiet game. I didn't see him in the pitch. So 5. Doesn't try.
Okay.
Can't
Okay.
commit errors.
Okay, guys. Paulo Henrique Ganso played for almost 20 minutes. Do you think it's fair to 20 minutes? Do you think it's fair to analyze, or we don't have nothing to analyze about Ganso?
I think Renato hates him, and like, so I think we can't analyze
he hates
him.
Ganso. It's because Ganso don't have the physical at this moment.
Yeah. So
because
let's
the problem.
Let's put Ganso without punctuation. Let's analyze. What do you think?
No, without note. I think it's
without
fair.
So.
It's fair for him.
What you gonna analyze for Ganso?
Yeah.
20 minutes. No, it's nothing to analyze.
He not participate a lot of the game. Let me look the numbers in SofaScore. He played 90 minutes, gave 20 right passes, cross a ball in the area, and won one duel in ground and lost the ball 2 times, had 1 tackle, and got dribbled 1 time. Normal. Nothing relatable.
Yeah, there's nothing much to analyze.
To talk.
Let's
did
put
more.
Note, so?
Yeah, he did more than Lima did in 20 minutes. Just talking.
Yeah,
he did more Lima.
If you put me in the pitch, I gonna give you a better performance than Lima.
Now let's go Renato Gaúcho, and Azan can start analyzing Renato Gaúcho.
I really don't know what note to give him. 3.5, maybe 2.5. I don't know. 3. I'll show 3. Maybe because 1, I didn't like the starting lineup. I didn't understand, the 3-5-2, especially with Ignacio injured. So I feel like he should have done a 4-3-3 or something along those lines. I hated the fact that he put 4 players coming in at the start of the second half, all at once. He could have, spread them out throughout the second half instead of putting all 4. But yeah, I feel like in terms of Renato Gaúcho, it is probably his worst game tactically and as a manager, and so yeah, I'll go with 3.
Okay. Alexandro, now your time to analyze Renato Gaúcho.
I'm gonna give 2 because I agree with Azan. It's the worst game of him. I think Renato would agree with us because he changed 4 plays in the halftime.
Yeah.
So, and
Right.
I think he can games like this where nobody tries put Lescano or La Vega at least to play
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah. In my opinion, Renato.
If Lima can play, everybody can play.
You are an astronaut. But Renato did something similar with Mano Menezes last year. Mano Menezes one time have a bad initial team and substituted Serna with 10 minutes of game. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Like he sacked off Serna with 10 minutes.
Yeah,
He's like, okay, I am wrong. Also, Mano Menezes talked with Serna. Sorry, I am wrong. And then did the substitution. In this case, when Renato Gaúcho in the halftime changed 4 times, but 4 new players, he's doing the same. Like, okay, I miss it. I gonna change or 5-3-2 formation to the 4-3-3. And okay, I agree. We should start with the 4-3-3. My opinion. We should start at 4-3-3. There's no reason to have 5 in the defensive line against São Paulo. My opinion. But when he changed a lot of players, he admit he's wrong and put a risk. Imagine if one player got injured. Okay, we already have 1 sub. But and after this, we're gonna play like 30 minutes without sub?
Exactly.
What's gonna happen with, for example, if Everaldo
I guess
go away, like he got injured? We're gonna play with 10. It's a problem. So my analysis, I forgot the note, sorry. For me, is note like, I'm gonna put the lowest because we said a lot of times, okay, it's not his fault. He entered a bad situation. So it's the coach's fault. So I'm gonna put the 1 for him. Georgia, your time.
Damn, my time arrived. Guys, I will not be hypocrite. Sorry. I will put 1, 2. 0 is unfair, but my feeling is 0, but I will put 1. Cause let's go. Today was almost an unprofessional job. You, as a coach, as a semi-finalist of the World Cup clubs, you can do this. You can't be so wrong, and in the middle of the game, in the beginning of the second half, you change 4 players. To me, look it, he knew he was wrong. In the first 20 minutes of the game, he knew it. Cause let's go. Wasn't a game for Manuel. Wasn't a game for Lima. Wasn't a game for John Kennedy as a winger. Let me see other player. No, yeah, the other play was just played bad. I don't have, but let's.
That a game for Guga too, my opinion.
Yeah, Guga.
But Guga, you haven't who can play. René is injured and Fuentes too.
Okay.
Yeah, and I after I want to talk about Fuentes, because I want to die because I think René is better than Freitas for us. Anyway, Fuentes for us, but about Renato, we know his potential, but his ego is too bad too. He can fuck us. He can fuck our season because his ego. But I can see we are limited. We have we can take the better players because the better players need money and we don't have money. Okay, yes, but look at what he did without money in the World Cup. Why we have problems to play against Cruzeiro and São Paulo? You know, we can obviously Cruzeiro now is the best club in the Brazilian league. Not in the Brazil because I think the better team in Brazil today is Palmeiras or Flamengo. It's bad to me talk about this, but anyway.
Yeah.
And you look at the bench and you see, I have Lescano, La Vega, I have Nonato. My team are losing. Why I can put these guys? You know why?
Yeah.
Paulo
Why not?
Baia.
I put already 4 idiots in the middle of the game because I was wrong on my starters. So you know, we didn't win or even draw or they come back anyway because he choose the wrong players, choose the wrong formation for the second half, and when we need to put the men to run to try it, we couldn't because we don't have subs enough. We have just one more sub, you know, and like he put Ganso, and what Ganso will do in 20 minutes, you know, like. Seriously, our man to change. Obviously, we know the potential to change the game. He need one good pass, a magic pass for Ganso to change. But honestly, we know his physical today and his last games were not so good. He is not 100% good. So why I put him in? You know, looks he accepted he lost and put Ganso to give him time to recover. You know,
But Ganso helped today. He participated of the goal.
Yeah, like I can't.
But if you don't put Ganso in games like this, you can't put in games like we are needing someone really, or even if as a starter.
Yeah, the problem is Ganso hasn't the intensity that is needed for the position, so he really needs to play this time, like the final 20 minutes, the final 25. But the problem is Ganso is a monster in creating plays, like in the final pass, in the building of the play. But today we had Ganso to create for Soteldo, Serna, and Everaldo.
Exactly.
What gonna
That's
all
the
players who can't
problem.
finish.
That's
why we had only one finish from our right back, and it was the goal. That's why.
Right.
That's
You
why
read
the
my
Club
mind.
World Cup. Let's remember.
Freitas is the second shooter of the team.
Yeah. We talked a lot about the Club World Cup. Let's remember that our goals in Club World Cup are basically from our midfielders.
Exactly.
Hércules, Martinelli.
Midfielder, our CDMs, nossos volantes.
Exactly. This is
You know?
this is even worse.
Even Freitas is
Like Ganso needs
Freitas
a decent attack to score. What I expect for a magic pass if I know Everaldo will miss? I know if John Cannon will choose the wrong way to score. Maybe he took the ball and tried to pass for who? Everaldo, and Everaldo miss. You know, so I am not this guy who will judge Ganso because honestly, again, it's the same as Martinelli. I love him. And like I know he's not 100%, and anyway, 100%.
It's really
Anyway,
not 100%. And we said about the options, but we need to remember that Soteldo, for example, Soteldo was a signing with Renato Gaúcho as a coach. So probably Renato Gaúcho approved this.
Mhm.
So
Obviously.
he can't blame. He can blame as he blamed, not directly verbally, but we can know that this is what he wanted to talk. That the options that the Mario Bittencourt got in the previous window are not good for him. Serna is not good for him. Navega is not good for him. Lescano is not good for him. Baia is not good for him. No one is good for him. Like he,
No, but
for
Senna
me-
isn't from this year. Canóbio isn't
Canóbio,
a good player for him.
Serna,
Senna
aliás,
was last 2 years.
talking
and
about
saved
Serna,
us.
Serna is the player with most goals since Renato Gaúcho arrives. I have this number.
That's crazy.
He's
And
the second one in the score list this year.
yeah, he's the second
He's
one
on
in the score
behind
list.
Cano.
In Brasileirão score list, he's the second one. With 2 goals, that describe our team. The first leg of the competition gonna end in the next match day, and our striker have like 3-4 goals. This is Fluminense. Okay,
This is Fluminense.
but of course we need better option, especially a better striker. Of course, we need it.
We need it. Anyway, I will back in my quotes. It's impossible you
Vitinho
don't
is
have
coming.
a striker in our academy. Bro, we need use more. Why not Riquelme could play? Like, I know he had problem with his contract anyway, but it's not only Riquelme. We can use Isaac. We have academy. We have Xeren. Xeren is the most powerful gun army. We have to change our reality.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So like,
Xeren solved the problem a
Riquelme
lot
can
of
play.
times.
Riquelme can play, but I think Isaac can't because the way Isaac plays against the under 20 is totally different
Yeah,
on the professional level.
he don't
He
have
use-
the
He
physical
uses
attributes to
a
play
lot
at the same
of his body to play, to dribble.
Yeah.
He uses a lot of his body.
Yeah.
And try to use your
Riquelme
body to play. You can talk as a sorry.
Yeah, Riquelme has, as a winger, obviously he has the pace, he has, the skills to get by defenders. So Riquelme, I feel like, would be a better option than Isaac. As you said, he uses his body, and
Yeah.
both of them need to build more muscle, get more fat, build more muscle, to properly adapt to the professional game. As you're playing against adults that are twice your age, basically, that are much stronger than you. So for Riquelme, it's not much of a problem, but it's more of a problem for Izaki, as he's really skinny, and
Really.
like his play style.
I
He needs to build more
saw
muscle.
a play Isaac did in the under 20s. The defender came and he's protect the ball with his body.
Yeah.
If he did this in the professional level, the defender was gonna eat him alive.
Let's just pretend that we're gonna saw Izaki with a ball in the feet, giving the body to Arboleda, for example. You're gonna be like wrecked, like Arboleda gonna pick him and broke in the middle.
Imagine imagine in the training, Isaac is with the ball and came Manuel to mark him.
No. That is hard.
or even Bernardo broke him.
Yeah, Bernal, Hércules, we have a lot of players that had a lot of strength.
Anyway,
So Azan, is it right?
They need muscle ASAP.
Mhm.
Yeah.
so that's it, guys.
So that I think we already talked. Not a lot, not everything we wanted, but a lot of things.
Yeah, we talked good enough. Think we can end it here. No.
Yeah, then.
Yeah.
So once again, for the viewers, thanks.
Yeah, thank
for
you everyone to watch.
watching. Thanks for watching. Let's try to do this podcast after every game, and analyze the games. So I guess the next one will be Wednesday after the game against International. Thanks for watching.